今日のオリオールズとの一戦は菅野投手の先発で、大谷翔平選手が1番に座り先頭から日本人同士のマッチアップで幕開け、初回の2球目でいきなり大谷選手が菅野投手を捉え久しぶりの一発となる47号ホームラン。3回にも先頭打者で大谷選手が打席に入り、3球目を捉えバックスクリーンに突き刺す48号ホームランを放ちました。昨日の悔しい敗戦を払拭する2打席連発の快音に現地放送も興奮して伝えておりましたので、興奮冷めやらぬスタジオの様子を翻訳してお届けいたします。
Welcome to Access Sportsnet Dodgers, brought to you by Mercury Insurance. John Hartung alongside Jerry Hairston Jr., Dontrell Willis, who only brings victories here.
That's right.
The studio. The Dodgers have ended that 5-game losing streak. They do salvage one on this East Coast road trip. And you guys were saying before the game a couple of things. You said the top 3 guys in the lineup needed to step up, which they did, because Shohei Ohtani led off the game with a homer. He added another home run. Mookie Betts homered as well. Clayton Kershaw stepped up and was the stopper like we've always seen. And I asked you the question, Jerry, before the game, if the Dodgers are fortunate enough to be in a situation where they need someone to get the final 3 outs to get a save. You didn't know who that guy would be, but we saw Jack Dreyer after Justin Robleski. Both guys were great.
That's Mr. JD to you. Great job coming out of that bullpen, getting outs to finish the ball game. And you're right, we needed our stars to come up in a big way. Mookie Betts and the Big Show led the way.
You know what, Clayton Kershaw, every time we're on Kershaw Day, it's just amazing that he's pitching this well in year 18. They had to have this ball game. This for morale purposes, obviously for the standings, but he stepped up and really set the tone for that whole staff, because everybody that came out of there, they had a sense of urgency. He took it as like a game 7. Even when his inherited run scored, you saw the emotion that he had. We got to have this ball game. And Robleski and Dreyer, man, listen, sometimes, you know, you need the young bucks to go out there and pitch well, and they did. Were absolutely outstanding. Big win for the good guys.
All right, Dodgers do get a win in Baltimore to salvage 1 out of the 6-game road trip. Mookie Betts hit his 16th home run on the season. He's standing by with Kirsten Watson.
Mookie, last night's game ended in a heartbreaking fashion. How important was it for you guys just to get things going early in this one today?
I mean, super important. I mean, it's been rough, but it's kind of been like the story of the season. So, I mean, I think that it's going to help us, you know, come later on. Fortunately, we got to keep playing so we can make it to October 1st, and then I think these battles will help us in that time.
You had a big swing early in this one. You and Shohei with the home runs. Just what were you seeing from Seguno early in this game?
He just left a couple pitches out over the plate, but you know, overall, I think he was doing pretty good. I mean, give up a couple solo homers. I think the pitcher's doing well, and unfortunately, he got hit in the foot there and couldn't continue. But, you know, just a couple pitches out over the plate.
We've been seeing excellent starting pitching from this group as of late, whether it was Shohei in Game 1, yesterday Yoshinobu, today Clayton Kershaw. What was it like just playing behind him in this one?
It was a lot of fun. I mean, you know, it's always fun playing behind Kersh. You know you're going to get some action, especially playing short, so I know I'm going to get some ground balls. And, you know, it's just good to watch a legend pitch.
It's always a good day when you guys pick up the win, but it also can be the start of something new. Does it feel like with this win today, going back home, you've got 3 against the Rockies, that you guys can kind of set something into motion?
We got to be careful with our feelings there. We can't indulge in those. We have to just continue to prepare each and every day, and just go out and play Dodger baseball and figure out ways to win.
It's 1 game at a time, but this was a good one today. Mookie, congratulations on this win.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Kirsten. If the Dodgers were feeling sorry for themselves after last night, Jerry, they did a good job early in this game getting on the board. Shohei Ohtani led off the game with a home run, added another, walked 3 times. It was a great day for the Big Show.
I love how aggressive he was and how aggressive Mookie was at the plate early on the ball game. I love being a leadoff hitter because sometimes you can set the tone on the road right away. First pitch of the Wago, 1-0 good guys. Gets a pitch, could have been off the plate there, but he's hunting fastball out of third, hits an absolute bomb to dead center field there in Baltimore. Love that the Dodgers were up early.
You know what? You have to be aggressive, especially the way that you lost last night. Everybody thinks you're dead in the water, but be able to cover the baseball in the Big Show. This is the MVP of the National League. Carry us, big guy, and he did that. Every time he made a mistake, Shohei made him pay for it, but I love to see the top of the order be aggressive. And I agree with you 1,000%, Jay, here. It had to be the Big Show, and he was the Big Show today.
You know what I love about Shohei Ohtani? So usually when I do call him as my called shot, he has like an iPad right there. You see Big Will with the iPad. They're watching our pregame show. So when he's in the cage working, you see us call him as the call shot. He goes, you know what? I'm going to pick the guys up today early and often. 2 bombs, not 1. 2 home runs to lead the way. Again,
and I guess Mookie was watching also because he was my called shot, and he went deep and nearly hit a second home run there in the 9th inning.
He was taking ground balls.
They were both watching. D-Train, you're a southpaw, one of the great lefties back in your day, and today it was all about the left-handers. Clayton Kershaw, Justin Robleski, and Dreyer as well, getting the Dodgers to the finish line, getting a win today.
You know, the veteran Clayton Kershaw, what I saw from him was excellent sequencing. And again, mound presence. When he ran out to center field before he even warmed up, he had a punch of that wall, and he was extra aggressive. This is a pitch for being able to drive that fastball to the arm side and that breaking ball to the all sides sets everything else up. And he has that nasty 12-6 breaking ball. That's my favorite pitch in all of baseball, that whooper duper. I coined whooper duper because of Clayton Kershaw's breaking ball. Because every time it seems like a hitter has a gauge of the velocity, no one can honor that, being able to change the velocity like he does. But Justin Robleski won the game today. He had a presence about him. He had a chip on his shoulder. The fastball was 96 to 98 miles an hour, and he was going backdoor. So he saw what Clayton Kershaw was doing, being successful with that pitch, throwing the breaking ball, slowing the hitter down. All of a sudden, that fastball at 98 plays that 101. Love the sequencing. And when he was on the ropes, he made pitches when he had to. So this was fun to watch. And sometimes, you know what? I felt like Dave Roberts pushed the right buttons down there in that bullpen. He's been taking a lot of heat for bringing in the wrong people. They brought in the right guys, and they got it done today because they won their matchups like we talked about in the pregame show.
Well, Dave Roberts been bringing guys in because that's their role. Right. They're supposed to do it. They got to get the job done. But now we're going down the stretch. Okay, now this is tryouts. This is where we're at right now. This is tryouts. Who am I going to be my guys? I'm going to trust the next 20 games and then into the postseason. We know JD has been consistent all season long. Robo has done an incredible job as well, so we can see those 2 guys in high leverage situations down the stretch as well.
You know the one thing I like about both of them? They don't have any fear. They go right at the hitter. They believe in their stuff. They trust how their stuff plays to the hitter. And I love their velo, and they want to compete within the strike zone. Sometimes when you're a young pitcher, you want to nibble on the corners, and that gets you in trouble, especially behind the count, 1-0, 2-1, hitter-friendly counts. Oh, no, you didn't see that today. I felt like they were very aggressive in their sequencing, and I felt like they also knew what was at stake. They pitched like it was a Game 7. And for the rest of the season, that has to be the mentality. We have to win every single play, every single inning. Forget the game. If you put all that stuff together, more often than not, with that roster, they're going to shake hands.
Got to have that dog mentality in that bullpen. We saw it all last year, and it was good to see it today from a couple of young guys, Justin Robleski and Dreyer as well. Let's head back to the booth, check in one final time with Steven Nelson and Oral Hershiser.
Well, the formula on Sunday, Oral, was pretty simple. Following a Dodger loss, you give the ball to Clayton Kershaw. Check. He did his job. Have the stars carry the freight offensively. Check. Big swings from Ohtani and Betts, and then the bullpen did the rest. Headliners, of course, Robleski, and then Jack Dreyer to close it out. They snapped the skid.
You know, you covered the facts. I'll cover the emotions. These are not forced smiles right now. This is really a happy time for them, especially with the flight coming home, to be together, to create some chemistry. Even Mookie Betts in his post-game sound is like, we can't follow our feelings right now. We just have to prepare and execute, and that is the key. And that's what those youngsters at the end of the game did. Ohtani sets the you know, with the home run, sets the tone. Kersh sets the tone with the strikeouts, and more strikeouts we've seen in swing and miss than this year. And then they finish it off with the 2 young lefties. Fantastic, fantastic execution.
I know the Dodgers weren't happy splitting the 4-game series in Denver. Well, the Rockies are coming down for a quick homestand, a 3-game series at Dodger Stadium, and the Dodgers got to get them back and take advantage of this set.
Yeah, you know what? We can't look at the opposing team's record or where they sit in the standings. We've just come through a road trip with 2 last-place teams. Now we're going to play the Rockies. All of a sudden, you know what? Just go play baseball, play Dodger baseball, play up to your capabilities in the back of your baseball card. The wins will come.
And as we get back to the studio, play cleaner baseball. Today wasn't perfect, and it wasn't totally clean, so tighten some screws and start a winning streak on the heels of a losing streak.
The only person in the studio who knows what it's like to hit 2 homers in a big league game, you have the honors.
Big show, man. Getting your foot down early. Setting the tone. Saying, Sagano, you don't have enough to get me out. I don't have to honor your velocity. I can stay back. And every time Sagano tried to challenge him with the velocity, the Big Show was on time with a big game. Love the swing.
First of all, I've hit 2 homers in a game, okay? It wasn't in the big leagues. It was,
I said big league game.
Oh, did you say big?
I said big league game.
Double-A for the Bowie Bay Sox. Great place to hit.
Oh, terrible.
All right, let's head back to Baltimore. Dave Roberts is speaking with Kirsten and the media.
Dave, just to get kind of back on track today with Clayton Kershaw setting the tone, the offense getting going early. What were you just seeing from the beginning in this one, and what felt different and how you guys were able to pull out this win?
What felt different, I think, you know, a lot of the same kind of energy that we had going into yesterday's game. I thought, you know, obviously Shohei starting the game off with a homer was huge. You could see the life in the dugout, which again we saw last night. Clayton just picked up where Yoshinobu left off and really competed, and like he always does, and made pitches. And I thought he used his entire pitch mix, which was great. Might not been his best stuff, but I still felt that they were missing the barrel, and he was getting quick outs. And to get him into the 6th inning, again on regular, was huge. And so for me, he just gave us everything we needed.
You saw the bullpen bounce back tonight. When you see just whether it was Edgardo, Justin Robleski, how Jack Dyer was able to end this one, how can that prove to just to be a little bit of a boost for that group right now?
It's great. It's great. You know, guys, with where we're at, it's good for you know, other guys or certain guys to get opportunities and see how they respond. And so it was good to see Edgardo coming in there, and you know, I think that he made that mistake to. You know, that right-hand hitter with the fastball, the 4 fastballs in a row, but ended up getting out of the inning, which was great. But what Robo did today was kind of the big key to take down 2 innings and limit the damage as far as they were threatening in his 1st inning to get out of that, to go back out, throw up another 0 to get us to the 9th. And, you know, Jack's a guy that I felt, you know, wanted to keep those lefties on the bench, and, you know, felt good about Jack finishing the game.
We told you in the spring you'd be closing out September games with 3 rookies. Would you have bought that?
I wouldn't have bought it. But that's the thing is with baseball, with the long season, you never know, and it is good. You know, Jack has been with us all year, and man, this guy is a smart guy. He studies, you can trust him, and he knows what he's doing out there. The game doesn't get too fast for him. With Edgardo, I thought today he sped up a little bit more than we're used to seeing, you know, the last handful of outings. And then Robo, he's, you know, ever since that Nationals, once we sent him out in D.C., he's come back a different person, and his confidence is sky high, and I just like the way he attacks, and I thought Ben did a great job with all those guys today.
Win today, they had 15 strikeouts on the mound, so tomorrow you can go to Jack in the Box. Get a free Jumbo Jack with a purchase of a large drink only at an LA area location. Today it was Clayton Kershaw. Had 8 strikeouts. That's his most strikeouts in a game at a little more than 2 years. He also picked up win number 10 on the season. And right now, Clayton Kershaw is speaking with Kirsten and the media.
Clayton, when you look at just coming into this game, just kind of how heartbreaking last night's loss was there just a different frame of mind for you, for the group, as you went into this matchup?
Look, when you struggle, it's not fun, you know, and it just seems like anything that can happen happens, and it's the same thing when you're winning. It feels like you can't do anything wrong, and you're going to win every game you play. So it's hard to break those cycles one way or the other. So obviously, Yama's performance last night was incredible. Obviously tough one last night, but everybody came in here with a good mindset. Everybody came in here ready to win a game today, and that's really all you can do. Just keep showing up, keep going on the field, keep playing, and we're too good for it not to turn around, and just kind of a complete performance today by everybody, and got the win.
The 8 strikeouts and quite a few just looking. What does that say to you just kind of as to how your stuff is playing in this one?
Yeah, you know, I wanted to get through 6 there. I made 2 bad pitches there, the last 2 sliders, so frustrating not to get out of that, but yeah, I thought overall it was a decent day stuff wise, and you know, guys in the back of the pen picked me up. Enriquez getting the last out of that inning, and then Robo pitched awesome today, so that was awesome to see. Those were huge 2 innings for us, and then, you know, Jack closing it out was great. So good momentum for us going back home.
You guys haven't had 2-month stretches like this, you know, much in the last however many years, and then especially coming off a game like last night. Like, how tough is it to navigate and to be able to kind of bounce back from something like last night and be able to put together a complete game today?
Yeah, we don't lose a whole lot around here, so not something to get used to, obviously. But when it does happen, you know, baseball's not as much fun. So you gotta get to come to the field ready to work, ready to get going, and then you know, you can't dwell on it. You just got to get here, start a new day. It's a great thing about baseball, and the hardest thing about baseball is that you play every day, you know. So new opportunity every day, and sometimes it's hard, but that's why not everybody plays it. You got to put on your big boy pants and go play.
Dodgers beat the Orioles 5-2. The final. Justin Robleski was huge. 2 scoreless innings, punched out 5, and right now he's talking with the media.
Justin, when you look at just kind of what was working so well for you today, the strikeouts, the swing and miss, what kind of gave you the edge in this matchup?
I think going into this outing today for me, it was just about, like, again, same as it always is, attacking hitters, just trying to be in the zone as much as I can and just kind of use my stuff. And yeah, fortunately today it was great, and you know, we're getting a lot of miss on the slider, and kind of been working hard on trying to get that pitch down in the zone, and I did a good job of that today. So I think that's probably why.
Dodgers will be happy to be back home tomorrow night to play the Rockies' first of a 3-game series. Dodgers are 8-2 against Colorado this year. Jerry, you look at these 3 games as really must-win games for the Dodgers.
Without question. Listen, the Dodgers have really put themselves in a tough spot. Yes, they still lead the division, but you got to be able to beat teams you're supposed to beat. Starts game 1 tomorrow night.
Play good baseball, have fun. The sequencing was there, the execution, ride off the starters. For me, I have a meeting with the big 3. You guys got to play well all the way out to get us where we need to get into the postseason.
Dodgers expecting to have Max Muncy back as well tomorrow, and Alex Vesia off the injured list, so some reinforcements for that 3-game series. For Jerry, Don Trell, and Kirsten, I'm John. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow live from the stadium pregame at 6 o'clock.
日本人同士の一戦はやはり見応えがありますね。菅野投手も足にボールが直撃し、思うような投球はできなかったかもしれませんが、それでもメジャー1年目で10勝をもう挙げている投球は素晴らしい活躍と言っていいでしょう。そして大谷選手はようやく一発が出ましたね。ここからシーズン終わりまで打ちまくって結果的にいいシーズンだったと言える終わりを迎えてほしいです。それでは次回の動画でお会いしましょう。さようなら。